Let us talk about the future number of people who will self-identify as Buddhists, Christians, Hindus, Muslims, and Jews, as well as people associated with 3 other religious categories: the religiously unaffiliated, folk or traditional religions, and other religions, which are consolidated into a single group. Christians. Christians make up a majority of the population in 157 countries and territories, and believe that Jesus is the Son of God. About half of all Christians were Catholic as of 2010. An estimated 37% of Christians belong to the Protestant faith, broadly defined to include Anglicans as well as members of independent and non-denominational churches. The Orthodox communions, including the Greek and Russian Orthodox, made up 12% of Christians. Other Christian groups, which made up the remaining 1%, include the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, Mormons, Christian Scientists, and Jehovah's Witnesses. Christian teachings are grounded in the Old Testament and the New Testament that together form the Holy Bible. Muslims. To become a Muslim and to convert to Islam, it is essential to utter the Shahada, one of the 5 pillars of Islam, a declaration of faith and trust that professes that there is only one God, Allah, and that Muhammad is God's messenger. The religious practices of Sunni Muslims are enumerated in the 5 pillars of Islam: the declaration of faith, Shahada; daily prayers, Salah; almsgiving, Zakat; fasting during the month of Ramadan, Sawm; and the pilgrimage to Mecca, Hajj, at least once in a lifetime. There are 2 major branches of Islam: Sunni and Shia. As of 2010, it was estimated that the overwhelming majority, 87 to 90%, of Muslims were Sunnis. About 10 to 13% were Shia Muslims. The Quran is the holy book of Islam. Buddhists. The 3 major branches of Buddhism in the modern world are Mahayana Buddhism, Theravada Buddhism, and Vajrayana, sometimes described as Tibetan Buddhism. Mahayana Buddhism is widely believed to be the largest, because it is prevalent in several countries with very large Buddhist populations, particularly in China, Japan, South Korea, and Vietnam. Theravada Buddhism, the second largest branch, is concentrated in countries like Thailand, Burma, Myanmar, Sri Lanka, Laos, and Cambodia. Vajrayana Buddhism, the smallest of the 3 major branches, is concentrated in Tibet, Nepal, Bhutan, and Mongolia. The Buddhist religion includes a number of sacred writings, in the form of scriptures and texts, that share the Buddha's philosophy and teachings. Widely observed practices include meditation, observance of moral precepts, monasticism, taking refuge in the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha, and the cultivation of the paramithas, perfections, or virtues. Hindus. Hindu beliefs include the 4 Pururthas, literally means an object of human pursuit. The 4 Pururthas are Dharma, righteousness, moral values; Artha, prosperity, economic values; Kama, pleasure, love, psychological values; and Moksha, liberation, spiritual values. Major traditions within Hinduism include Vaishnavism, which is devoted to worship of the god Vishnu, and Shaivism, organized around worship of the god Shiva. Shaktism is a goddess-centric tradition of Hinduism. Smarta tradition is the 4th major tradition of Hinduism. Shiva and Vishnu are the other primary Hindu deities, gods. Rather than a single religious book, Hinduism has a number of sacred texts, including the Vedas, the Samhitas, the Upanishads, the Ramayana, and the Bhagavad Gita. Jews. Judaism is an Abrahamic, monotheistic, and ethnic religion. It is a monotheistic faith based on the belief in a single, all-powerful God, who provided Moses and the Jewish people with a set of laws or commandments to live by. Today, there are three main types of Judaism: Reform, Conservative, and Orthodox Judaism, which are the largest Jewish religious movements among a variety of other groups. However, faith is not always a feature of the life of Jews today, and it remains a hard-to-define mixture of peoplehood, faith, and way of life. The Hebrew Bible is the primary holy text of the Jewish faith. The first 5 books of the Hebrew Bible form the Torah. Folk or traditional religions. Folk religions are closely tied to a particular people, ethnicity, or tribe. Examples of folk religions include African traditional religions, Chinese folk religions, Native American religions, and Australian Aboriginal religions. Other religions. Other religions include the Baha'i Faith, Jainism, Shintoism, Sikhism, Taoism, Tenrikyo, Wicca, Zoroastrianism, and many other religions.